Okay, teens, obviously, it's stuck here, and we're going to talk about Chapter 7, Adults and the Abounding Abyss. Now, some of you live in families where you have one parent, two parents, aunties, grandmas. It doesn't matter your living situation because you all will have adults in your life, whether you're home, whether you're at school, mentors, coaches, whomever, you have adults. Now, ideally, every single adult relationship that you have is wonderful and great. And if that's the case, fantastic. You probably have mastered having good communication and being a good listener. For some of us, that's not always the case. There are some students who have come to me over the years where they have felt more comfortable talking to me than they have talking with their own parents. And I'm not the only teacher like that. Most teachers have students who prefer to come to us. And you know what? That's okay. It's okay because you deserve to have a trusted adult. And sometimes, if you understood what your parents deal with and what whoever you live with, the grown-ups in your life, deal with, you might have a better understanding. COVID really hit a lot of us hard. And, some people lost jobs, some people's work hours decreased. I even knew students who had to work jobs because their parents lost jobs. My students had jobs at the food store. So they helped contribute. All of us have been through this really difficult, stressful time, and having that social awareness, but also our self-management to learn to work together is what's going to make the difference. And I talk about in there the Karate Kid with Jaden Smith, and it's the newer version of it. And basically, at first when he moved to China, he couldn't really communicate with his mom, but he found the mentor. And that's kind of what helped him, Jackie Chan, get through it, and he learned karate or some version of karate because it's the Karate Kid and went through it. So it's okay, but you need to make sure you have an adult that you can trust. That is the main thing. And then we can help you build that relationship with the grown-up at home or give you the supports that you need to be your very best. Couple words for the wise. One of my favorite growth mindset stories is in this chapter, and I take zero credit for it. Basically, years ago, I was teaching kids about growth mindset and pretty much through the lens of math. It was, nosotros crecemos en matemáticas, we grow in math. So that was the thing. I kept talking about growth mindset, math. One of my students, a girl, had realized that she really did not like the environment that she lived in at home. She and her parents fought all the time. And she realized that part of the reason why she was fighting is parents were asking her to do small things like clean her room or help around the house, and she just wasn't interested in doing it. She just was doing other things. So she decided to have a growth mindset, and she put a plan in place, and literally the whole dynamic changed. I'm not going to give away the rest of her story because it's in the book, but please look for it. And as you read this chapter, I want you to think, what adults do you struggle with? Is there one teacher that you just can't stand? For some of my kids, they probably couldn't stand me because I randomly sing in class. I have super uber high expectations, and I make them work every minute that they're there. We totally have fun and rock too, but that's who I am. So how can you have those conversations with the grown-ups and adults in your life to really overcome and be the best you? Because you need to have adults on your team. Teen peers, good. Adults on your team to back you up to be your best, even better. All right, next chapter we're talking about discovering who you are. All right, talk soon. Ciao, ciao.